Hey Cup of Christ fam, welcome back to another video. Guys, I'm gonna be real honest with you right now. I love doing these videos. Honestly, I feel that I have been growing a lot more. This channel has been getting me to get more involved in the Lord, get more involved in His Word, get more involved in studying His Word, and really learning about Him and being open to experiences that have helped me grow spiritually and helped me grow as an adult as well. I have gotten to this point where I'm stuck and I don't want this channel to be repetitive and you know, oh, just every Monday. I want God to be the center of this, and I want this to be encouraging to you all, which you all have been honest and you all have said that it has encouraged you, and I'm really happy about that. I just need guidance. There are a couple of ideas that I've had in mind that I wanted to start, but I want God to give me the okay on them. So I need your guys' prayer, mainly so that God can give me a clear guidance on where He wants this channel to go. If, you know, because like I said, just doing the Monday videos is great, but I feel like there might be more. There could be more with this channel, but I just don't know. And I want to make sure that God is, you know, the one leading this. That's why I told you guys in the beginning of this channel that I wanted this channel to be all about Him and what He wants. So just please pray for me, you guys. I'm really trying, you know, I'm really trying to make these videos as best they can for you. I know they're long and they're boring. I'm so sorry. I talk too much. I really try not to. It's just when it comes to the Lord, I can't shut up. So if you guys could just, you know, give me, if you have constructive criticism, how these videos could be better, I'd really appreciate it if you guys just let me know, message me, text me, whatever, you know. I want to make these videos better for you all as well. So just, and again, please pray for me so that I get that clear guidance from the Lord, and I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Okay, but on to the video. So when I was studying this week about what I was going to talk about, God, He really kind of poked and prodded at me, so to speak, and He kind of revealed some things about myself that it was really hard to swallow because I've been trying to hide it and cover it up. And it's nothing like bad. It's just, these are faults that I have that God's trying to get me out of these habits. And I think I'm going to be transparent with you all, because if you're going through this exact same thing, you are not alone. So He started revealing to me that I tend to compare myself a lot. I have that problem. I'm going to admit that. I compare myself quite frequently. I really honestly believe it started with Instagram. I really compared myself to other people. I always felt that I wasn't good enough, especially when I was seeing everybody's posts. You know, I got into photography and I stopped because I felt that I wasn't a good photographer. I got discouraged because I was seeing everybody else getting ahead and I didn't feel like I was doing anything, so I stopped. It was discouraging, and I felt like, you know, I'll be honest, I felt really horrible. And then it just continued in that, you know, in that aspect. I just kept comparing myself. I kept trying to be like other people, and it got tiring. I will be honest, it got tiring, but God started pulling that out of me and started trying to teach me this whole week that we can't compare ourselves to each other. You know, we are totally different. You all are totally different than I am. I have a certain mindset, a certain mentality, and I have a certain character that's totally different from you, and that's okay. And we have to just find our talents and our gifts and our ministries and our callings. That's what we have to find and do that, and stop and not pretend to be like somebody else. So during this time, I realized that I had done a lot of comparing. And in that time, I started, you know, taking on the negativity of the world, and all of this negativity just started coming, and I felt all of this stuff. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't this. I didn't have that, and I had developed a ungrateful spirit. And so when the Lord and I were talking, He revealed that to me. He said, you know, you tend to look at the negativity and look at everything around you, and you just see all the bad stuff, and how you feel like you're not getting ahead and all this other stuff, but look at everything I have done for you. And when the Lord was revealing that to me, I said, you know what, God, you are so right. You know, I'm sitting here being all sad and ungrateful and comparing myself when I have so many things that you have done for me. I have so many things to be grateful for you. I remember what my grandfather said, and I think I said this in a previous video, but he used to tell me, whenever you start thinking, you know, looking at the negative in your life and you start comparing yourself or thinking about the stuff that you don't have, make a list of every single thing that the Lord has done for you. Make a list of every single thing the Lord has given to you and just write it down. And he said, and I promise that you will not be able to finish that list without being grateful, without rejoicing for everything that God has done for you. And I started thinking, you know, Lord, you have been so understanding. You've been so merciful because you have given me so many things and done so much for me. And yet I'm sitting here comparing myself to others and complaining about my life. And yet you have given me such a wonderful life. And guys, I felt so humbled and I felt so ridiculous, to be honest. I was like, Lord, I am so sorry. And so I did what my grandfather told me. I started listing every single thing. And guys, I didn't finish the list because I was just in tears and just so much joy was in my heart of everything that God had done for me and that everything that God has given to me. And it reminded me of Psalms 106, 1 through 2. And I actually like the New Living Translation. I've been liking New Living Translation. I read New King James Version, but the New Living Translation is really good. So it says, praise the Lord. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever. Who can list the glorious miracles of the Lord? Who can ever praise him enough? When I read that, I started thinking, you know, as I was listing everything, I said, Lord, I can never thank you enough. All this time I was just so unhappy because I didn't see what God had done right in front of me, what he has given and all the blessings he's given to me, and how faithful he's been to me. I realized that, you know, so many times we do that. We tend to look at other lives and look at everything around us and we become ungrateful. We forget about his mercy and honestly, could you ever thank God enough? Could you ever thank him enough for everything he's done for you? And even though it seems silly, but I even thank him for the little things like getting green lights all the way to work because that has happened. And you know, when you become grateful, when you become thankful and you see the good in every situation, there is nothing that can bring you down. There's nothing that can tear your joy away. A lot of times we think that we don't have joy because of everything that's going on around us. No, it's because we're too busy looking at that. We don't have the spirit of gratefulness. We allow the enemy to remind us of our faults, remind us of what we don't have, remind us of our past, remind us of all the terror that's going on. So at the beginning of this week, I just started writing down everything and reading over every morning. I would read over every blessing, and if I thought of something else, I'd put that down because it's time we start being grateful. We have to start being thankful for everything that God has given to us, everything that God is doing in our lives. You may not have a ministry that you see somebody else have, but you have something that nobody else has. You have a gift, you have a talent, you have a calling that God has placed in you and only you. So how awesome is that? Don't try to compare yourself to other people. Start to use your gifts and your talents to reach the lost. That is the whole point of us as Christians. We are here to reach those who need the Lord. That is our job, and each one of us has a certain calling to do that. Here's one thing that the world cannot duplicate is a person with a grateful heart and a grateful spirit, because they will see your attitude and they'll see your firmness in the Lord, and knowing that no matter what problem you face, God is going to bring you out of it. And when you have that grateful spirit, it's so contagious, and then before you know it, everybody around you is just grateful as well. So it's time now, you guys, we need to start being thankful for everything that God is doing. And if it's hard for you to be thankful because all you see is negative, like I said, do what my grandfather said. Start writing down every single blessing. I'm talking about even the little things, every single blessing that God has done in your lives, and I can guarantee you that joy will come, and that joy will start to flourish and grow in your heart. And whenever you start thinking that those negative thoughts, look back and read your list, repeat it over and over, and in your heart, just shout out to God and thank Him for His mercy and His grace. Thank Him for His sacrifice that He gave to us on Calvary. Thank Him for His blood and His Spirit that are there to comfort us in the time of need. Thank Him for the provisions that He's going to give us in the future, and the answered promises that we have yet to receive. Thank Him for those as well. I mean, I remember there was a sister in our church who actually would thank the Lord for her future husband, and I thought it was silly at first, and then God blessed her with her husband, and I realized, that is something that I have to start doing. I have to start thanking God. Everything that God is going to give me in the future, I need to start thanking Him for those as well. But in the present, I'm also going to start thanking Him for everything that I have right now. Especially you guys. I'm thankful for you guys that you guys are here watching these videos. It means the world to me. So guys, there are so many things that we can be thankful for, but it's up to us to stand and say, you know what, Lord, I'm going to be grateful, and I'm not going to let the negativity of this world bring me down. So guys, I know this isn't anything big, but I just want you all to understand that it is so important and so crucial for us to remind ourselves of everything that God has done for us. So thank you again for tuning in. If you guys have prayer requests, please let me know. Message me, email me, whatever you guys want to do, just let me know, and I'll be right there for you guys, okay? I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next Monday. God bless you. That's the best I can do. I'm so weird. Are you guys watching? Because I'm watching you. Oh, I'm so weird. All right, let's do this. All right. I've got something in my eye, like sand or something, and it's killing me. Okay, I've got something in my eye. I've got something in my eye. An eyeball? That joke took a while. All right, I feel like I've got sand in my eye, but okay. I don't think they care, Leanne. Hey, Cup of Christ video, what the heck? Okay, let's try this again. Hey, Cup of